Welcome to Guitar Gallery for another review. We the distributors for Larrivee Guitars, proud to be the distributors. But Stefan here, and we're going to look at this beauty today, the 0040. And we're going to look at this beauty.
I think it's safe to say that we've said this before. Everything about this guitar is amazing. From the moment these ones landed about a month ago, or they were made about a month ago, and as soon as they landed, we saw this was something special. Just to get down to the basics, just to get that behind us, it's a 00 body shape with a 12 fret body joint. It's the dovetail neck joint. It's got a beautiful an even grain Sitka spruce top with African mahogany back and sides. It's also the natural color of mahogany. We spoke about this earlier.
I always thought it's a much darker wood.
The mahogany usually appears on other guitars as darker because of the stain that they put on. So this is actually the natural color of the mahogany,
which is actually quite pretty.
It's beautiful. It's also got this beautiful matte finish, which makes the guitar feel natural and light and woody. It's got a mahogany neck and some beautiful open gear engraved 18:1 ratio of tuning machines, which is beautiful. Really makes for some fine tuning when you tune down to some contemporary tuning styles, when you really need to get in there in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
It's got a maple body binding with this first of all, the rope purfling around the body and around the rosette. It's got the tortoiseshell scratch plate. It's got a ebony fretboard and ebony bridge. The bridge obviously located a little bit closer to the sound circle of the lower bout. We like to describe it as the sound or the effect of that sound. That's because it's a 12 fret body joint. Then the body moves up and the bridge moves closer to the center of the circle. If you think about the skin of a drum, and when you hit it on the outside versus when you hit it in the middle,
a different sound.
It's got a fuller sound and a really articulate sound. Horses for Courses, it still has that punch and the attack, but it really lends itself towards a more articulate sound.
And normally, I find that the 00 sizes are quite boxy, and you don't get it here. And obviously, they've got a deeper body, which I think is part of the reason.
It's got all the benefits. I like the deeper body. For me, some of these smaller body guitars can get a little bit thin, although they have that attack. They can get a little bit thin and non-articulate. For this one, they've addressed all the issues with the bridge sitting nice in the middle of this tone circle, and with a deeper body, it really has a big sound. Yeah. You can attest to it. It's a very loud guitar.
That's why we record it through the mic, so we can turn it down, So, Stefan is a ambassador for Guitar Gallery, and he's playing Joshua Tree just up the road from us here, 4 Ways Witkoppen, and please go and support him and listen to this. He owns this now, so that's why
couldn't help.
Maybe not a very unbiased review. Stefan, you've got different guitars, and you've got a mahogany 0015 SM Martin, you've got a Weber Engelmann top rosewood back and sides. Obviously different in terms of specs, but where would this fit in? How would you actually use this in your live setup or recordings? What would you do?
Well, mentioning the live setup first, both my other guitars, which are the two other guitars that I perform with at the moment, both of them have the K&K Pure Mini pickup in, which is the one we're going to install in this one as well, which you can also find. It's for me, it's the number one.
Yeah, very natural.
It's a very, very natural and open and honest pickup.
Yeah.
And so we're going to put that one in. So I'm definitely going to use this one for live applications.
Yeah.
But the important thing for me is I'm going to use this guitar in studio. I think it's going to be an amazing recording guitar, because it's super balanced, string to string, fret to fret. Doesn't matter where you play on the fretboard. It will really come down.
And it sings when you speak. I don't know if you can hear
it keeps
that.
on singing.
I don't know
it's
what
chatting
it is,
with this.
but yeah.
So it's going to be an amazing guitar, recording guitar. When you talk about frequency balance, it's got crisp and full. It's got a crisp and full high end. It's got obviously because of the mahogany and the Sitka, it's got no more need for mid range. It's up there. It's amazing, fat, loud, but still balanced mid ranges. And for a guitar this small, this thing has amazing lower end. And we've discussed this earlier. The bracing of this guitar is actually biased towards the bass side. Because it's not the symmetrical Larrivee bracing, it's actually the scalloped X bracing.
Yes.
So that lends a little more bass to the frequency range, and I think they found the perfect balance there. It's a small body guitar,
exactly,
it's got all the trebles and the highs, but then they use the scalloped bracing to boost the low end a little bit, and that just makes the guitar amazingly balanced. It's got a sweet tone, it's got a full tone. You can really use this guitar. I don't like to say guitars are good for all causes, but some are. You can really just use them for anything. So I'm gonna have to say it. We've played this one in drop tunings. It responds amazingly well to the lower tension strings. It doesn't lose that balance. It just the pitch changes and nothing else changes. So that's amazing. You can really play it. We've played it with a capo all the way up in the neck. You can really play it anywhere on the neck, whether you're playing with a plectrum, light attack or a harder attack, whether you're playing with your fingers. Any style of music is going to depend on you, but this guitar will handle it.
And it actually comes with 13 gauge strings, and it doesn't feel like it when you play it.
And you've confirmed this with John himself, that the guitars are made, they are set up in the factory with medium gauge strings, the 13.
Exactly.
Which is brilliant. You can see the neck on this one is dead straight. Which is amazing to see. The setup is amazing. We have to thank Zon for that.
Zon is our luthier.
So overall an amazing instrument, and luckily due to my association with Guitar Gallery, I'm going to have this one on stage with me. I can't wait, and I'm definitely going to take it into studio, and you guys can hear the rest there. Otherwise you're going to have to come and visit Stefan.
Well, the only thing that we haven't showed you is the smell of it, and
I can smell
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It smells and it sings.
So the only way you'll experience that is to come and visit us. You can visit us on our website for more details, guitargallery.co.za. We're in Lone Hill, Johannesburg. Give us a call, set up a meeting, and come enjoy it. In no rush. You can just take your time and play on these amazing instruments.